Hello, guys. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new on here, my name is Philip, and this is Phil Reacts. Yes, today we are diving into one of the most iconic, emotional, and thought-provoking albums in rock history. Wish You Were Here by Pink Floyd. Based on a few facts that I pulled up, this album isn't just music. It's a journey through loss, fame, disillusionment, and that haunting feeling of absence. So yeah, I mean, whether you've heard it 1,000 times, or you are new to Pink Floyd, trust me, you are about to experience something truly special. Yes, a little bit of context. This album was released September 12th, 1975. Yes, it has 5 songs. Shine on You, Crazy Diamond, part 1 to 5. Welcome to the Machine, Have a Cigar, Wish You Were Here, Shine on You, Crazy Diamond, part 6 to 9. Guys, this is going to be a hell of a journey. I mean, after I reacted to The Dark Side of the Moon, this was suggested, so many times, and I definitely had to, check it out. So, guys, grab your headphones, dim the light, and let's step into the world of, Wish You Were Here. Oh yeah, and before we dive in, hit that like button, subscribe, if you love real music, breakdowns, and comment below. Your favorite Pink Floyd song of all time, guys. Let's go. First song, titled "Shine on You, Crazy Diamond," parts 1 to 5. This song is like over 13 minutes, guys. So we better not waste any more time. Let's take a listen, guys. Okay. Whoa. Wow. This is going to be a hell of a journey. I can feel it. I can definitely feel it, guys. Whoa. Okay. Yeah. Nice. This is. Guys. Guys, we're still not there yet. Some vocals. Yeah. Come on. We're killing it. Please.
Remember when
Okay, finally, guys. Finally, some vocals.
you shone like the sun. Shine on, you crazy diamond.
Okay. Yeah.
Now there's a look in your eyes exposed in the light. Shine on, you crazy diamond. Well, you wore out your welcome with random precision. Rolled on the steel, please. Come on, you raven, you seer of visions. Come on, you painter, you piper, you presser and shine.
Okay, saxophone. Nice. Wow. Okay, guys. Yeah, so that was the first song, "Shine on You, Crazy Diamond," parts 1 to 5. Guys, this was 13 minutes, 31 seconds. I mean, normally I would start, with the vocals, but with this one, I definitely have to, make exception and start with the instrumentation because, I feel like the instrumentation is where the song really, really, really shines. The opening instrumental stretch to me sets the stage. I mean, ethereal, synth pads, soft saxophone touches, shimmering guitars, all come together, to make this instrumentation, something else, and I mean that in the best way possible. The soundscape, I love how, it builds, slowly, giving you time, to actually settle into the mood. David Gilmour's guitar work, to me was insane. Definitely stood out. I love the fact that it's melodic. I love the fact that it's expressive. I mean, full of longing and tone. There are shimmering arpeggios, sustains, and souring solos, that just don't show off the technique. They definitely serve emotion. The keyboard work, by Richard Wright, definitely added depth, and the saxophone by Dick Parry, added a haunting texture, and the rhythm section, with Nick Mason on drums, definitely anchored the piece, you know, um, without ever, overpowering it. Yes, I have to say the production is so spacious. Every single instrument has its place. This is definitely a masterclass in building atmosphere and letting emotions, unfold. Now, guys, we'll move on to the vocals. I mean, the vocals here are definitely, understated, rather than flashy, which is, what to me makes them so powerful. When Roger Waters, lyrical voice, comes in, and later, David Gilmour's melodic tonality. I mean, it's full of restraint. It's full of melancholy and honesty. The vocal tone to me fits perfectly with the mood, reflective, longing, almost like looking back on a lost friend. The phrasing has space around it, letting the instrumentation breathe, which to me enhances the emotional impact. It's not a belting performance, if you ask me. I mean, it doesn't need to be. Instead, it definitely invites us as a listeners to listen closer. I don't know if that makes sense. Yes, but instrumentation wise, this one was something else, and I loved it. I mean that in the best way possible. Now, one may ask, what is this song, all about? To me, at its core, I mean, this suite, based on a few facts, that I pulled up, it's a tribute, an elegy, for Sid Barrett, the original frontman of Pink Floyd, whose brilliance and subsequent, mental decline deeply affected the band. The title itself, "Shine on You, Crazy Diamond," captures admiration, you know, shine on, affection. That is you, and the recognition of something lost and fractured. Crazy diamond. The lyrics to me speak of a genius, ripped apart, by silence, and ripped apart by silence, of absence and reminiscence, you know. And the instrumentation to me reinforces that sense of looking back, of both celebration and sorrow. In the first 5 minutes, the band, definitely they went and they invited, us as a listeners, into the memory of Sid Barrett. His spark, his fading, and the emotional weight of witnessing that. I mean, it's as much about tribute, as it is about, coming to terms, with change and loss. Yes, that is just what I think about the song. That is what I think this song is all about. But maybe you guys can also let me in on what you think. Give me a little bit of insight of what the song is all about. I mean, if you ask me, this track, is extraordinary in how it balances grandeur, and intimacy. To me, it's not just a long rocker or a showpiece. It's deeply human. The vocals, the instrumentation, and the theme definitely align beautifully. It's a swirling emotional journey. You are not just listening; you are entering a space of reflection. So that is just me. But let me know what you guys also think about the song. Let me know how the song made you feel. First time you heard it. And then the back story. Around it. Please let me know down in the comment section. Guys, we are moving on to the second song, Welcome to the Machine. I think Shine on You, Crazy Diamond, transitions, into Welcome to the Machine. So let's take a listen. Whoa. Okay. Yeah. Whoa. What's going on? Feels like I'm listening to Dark Whoa. Okay. Yeah.
Welcome, my son. Welcome to the machine.
Whoa. Okay.
Where have you been? You didn't like school, and you know you're nobody's fool. So
Guys, this sounds so good. All right, guys. Yes, the second song. Welcome to the machine, guys. I have to say, this one, feels like stepping straight into a mechanical dream, or maybe a nightmare, right from the, very in the first, hum, of that eerie synth. I was able to tell Pink Floyd, wasn't trying to make a radio hit here. They were, trying to build an atmosphere, a statement, an experience. I don't know if that makes sense. I mean, this was something else, and I mean that in the best way possible. David Gilmour's vocals, are definitely cold. They are distant and they are haunting, and I feel like that's exactly the point. He sounds like he is delivering a message, from inside the machine. you know. From the machine itself, very very detached yet commanding. There's not a lot of emotional warmth here, but I feel like that lack of emotion, is the emotion. I don't know if that makes sense. I mean, I feel like it perfectly mirrors the theme of dehumanization, and control. From the instrumentation side of things, I feel like the production is absolutely groundbreaking, for a song that was recorded in 1975. I mean, you've got this mix of acoustic guitar, I mean, deep synth layers, mechanical drums, and metallic effects, that make you feel trapped inside a futuristic factory. I feel like every single sound feels intentional. I mean, from the machine-like whooshes, to the pulsing low end. I mean, this is progressive rock, meeting science fiction. Yeah, that's that's exactly how the instrumentation felt to me. Now, one may ask, what is this song all about? Basically, on a few facts, and at its core, the song, is Roger Waters' critique, of the music industry, and really, of society itself. I mean, it's about how creativity and individuality, gets swallowed up, by our systems that turn people, into products. Certain lines in there, it's all right. We told you what to dream. That line specifically hits hard personally. I mean, it's that feeling of losing control of your own life, your own art, to something bigger, and colder. I don't know if that makes sense, yes, but that is exactly, what I feel this song is all about, based on a few facts that I pulled up. So yeah, overall, Welcome to the Machine, after listening to it, isn't just a song. To me, it sounds more like a warning. It's Pink Floyd, showing us what happens when art, when identity and when humanity, become automated, as a chilling masterpiece, that still feels just as relevant today. Look at the music industry, guys. Yes, you definitely know what I am talking about, guys. So let me know what you think about this song down in the comment section, and we are moving on to the third song, titled "Have a Cigar." Let's take a listen, guys. Okay. Yeah. All right, guys. Yes, so that was the third song, "Have a Cigar." Fortunately, unfortunately, this one, runs into the fourth song, "Wish You Were Here." But I mean, since we just finished listening to "Have a Cigar," we might as well talk about it. Yes, I mean, as always, we talk about the vocals first. Though, interestingly, they are not, sung, by, you know, by David Gilmour, or Roger Waters, but by Roy Harper. Based on a few facts that I pulled up, this man is a folk rock artist, who absolutely nails the part. If he asks me personally, I mean, his voice, has that smoky, cynical edge that fits the role, of the sleazy record and executive perfectly. I mean, you can definitely feel the arrogance and then the fake, enthusiasm, dripping off, every single word. Especially when he sings, "Oh, by the way, which one's pink?" That line, is such a clever jab, at how out of control the music industry can be. Yeah. Vocally, I loved it. I definitely loved, the vocals on the song. Now, the instrumentation. I feel like this is where the track really, really, truly, truly shines. The funky, almost, bluesy groove, definitely gave this swaggering, satirical, sort of energy. David Gilmour, I mean, his guitar work, is absolutely phenomenal. That smooth, overdriven tone paired with, Richard Wright, synth layers, creates this, luxurious, yet uneasy atmosphere. I also love the bass line. I feel like on the bass line, definitely felt tight, driving the rhythm, whilst the keyboard, adds that futuristic, corporate machine that perfectly mirrors the song's message. Yeah, lyrically, "Have a Cigar" to me is a brutal, but witty critique, on the music business. The kind of, fake promises, ego stroking, and money first mentality, artists face, once success hits. This is the Pink Floyd, holding up a mirror, to the industry after Dark Side of the Moon turned them into, superstars and saying, "Yeah, we see through you." This is just, based on a few facts that I pulled up, but instrumentally and vocally, I really, really messed with the song. Overall, I mean, this song's definitely. I love the song. I definitely love the song, because it's funky, it's ironic, and masterfully produced. If you ask me, I mean, one of the smartest songs, Pink Floyd ever recorded. In my personal opinion. Now, question for you guys: do you think this song, still represents how the music industry works today? Or has anything really, really changed, since 1975? Let's talk about it in the comment section, guys. We are moving on to the fourth song, "Wish You Were Here," the title, track, for this album. Let's take a listen, guys. Southern Radio.
Discipline remains mercifully.
Yes, and neither would you, Derek, this star nonsense. No, it isn't.
I'm sure of it.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Whoa. Guys, this sounds so good. Okay.
So you think you can tell heaven from hell, blue skies from pain? Can you tell a green field from a cold steel rail, a smile from a veil? Do you think you can tell? Did they get you to train your heroes for ghosts?
Yeah.
Hot ashes for trees, hot air for a cool breeze, cold comfort for change. Did you exchange a walk-on part in the wall for a lead role in a cage?
Guys, love the instrumentation.
How I wish you were here.
Yeah.
We're just two lost souls swimming in a fishbowl,
Yeah.
year after year, running over the same old ground.
Let's go.
And have we found the same old fears? Wish you were here.
Okay. Yeah. Wow. Okay, guys. So that was "Wish You Were Here." Fortunately, unfortunately, "Wish You Were Here" runs into the final song, "Shine on You, Crazy Diamond," part 6 to 9. Yes, and like once again, since we have already listened to "Wish You Were Here," we might as well talk about it. To me, "Wish You Were Here" by Pink Floyd, is one of those timeless tracks that definitely hit you right in the soul. Not with volume, but with vulnerability. David Gilmour's voice definitely on the song is raw and beautifully human. I mean there is no vocal gymnastics or flashy productions. Just an honest emotional delivery that to me feels like a quiet conversation between friends. Every single word sounds sincere. Like he is singing directly to someone who's gone, or maybe to a part of himself that's missing. The gentle harmonies layer perfectly, if you ask me. Adding warmth, without breaking, that haunting sense of loneliness. Yeah, vocally, I really really love this song. Instrumentation wise, it also did it for me. This track to me is, pure atmosphere. The acoustic, guitar intro, filter to sound like playing through in a car radio. Instantly sets a tone of nostalgia and a bit of distance. When the full sound kicks in, you know you can almost feel the space open up. David Gilmour's guitar solo is definitely expressive and restrained, saying more in a few notes than most guitarists do in a full minute. The interplay between the acoustic and the electric guitars with subtle synth pads underneath definitely creates this emotional landscape that to me feels wide open yet deeply personal. Yeah, instrumentation wise, this song is out of this world. Is all I'm trying to say. Now, what you'll hear, based on a few facts that I pulled up, is often seen as a, tribute, to Sid Barrett. The band's, once again, the band's original frontman who drifted away due to mental illness and drug abuse. To me, I feel like I'd also capture something universal. That feeling of disconnection, of being present physically but absent emotionally. It's about missing people, missing meaning, and even missing yourself in a world that feels increasingly fake. Yeah. Overall, after listening to this song, I categorically have to say this song, isn't just a song. It's a moment of truth. Pink Floyd managed to, wrap in loneliness, memory, and longing into, a single piece of music. That to me still resonates, decades after. Yes. My final thought to the song, to me, this is one of those songs that reminds you why Pink Floyd, they are masters, of emotional storytelling. I mean, simple, soulful, and unforgettable. Guys, let me know what you think about this song down in the comment section. Let me know how this song made you feel the first time you heard it. Guys, I have to say, this song was released in 1975, and for a song that was recorded in 1975, it sure sounds good. It sure sounds, way ahead of its time. I loved it, guys. Definitely give this a hard 9.5 out of 10. I loved it. This is perfect. Yes, like I said, this song which you'll hear runs into the final track, Shine On You, Crazy Diamond, Part 6 to 9. Guys, this is like a 12 minutes and 27 seconds, so we better not waste any more time. Let's take a listen, guys. Okay. Wow. Wow, guys. Yes. So that was Shine on You, Crazy Diamond, Part 6 to 9. To me, this song, is one of those songs, that feels like, an emotional journey, from, start to finish. The lead vocal parts, here are, relatively sparse, compared, to, typical rock songs, which is, fitting because, I mean, they are measured, they are reflective, and even mournful, I mean, uh, the lead singer definitely, avoids, over singing. Instead, his delivery to me is calm, is controlled, almost resigned. That really, really works well because I mean the subject matter, which I mean, as always, we've already gotten into. It's about loss, it's about memory, and a tribute. Backing vocals and harmonies, are I mean, they are subtle, I mean, used more as texture, than show off moments. That restraint to me is one of the song's, strengths. It definitely gives the vocals, room to breathe. And when the voice, does come forward, I have to say it definitely matters. The instrumentation, yes. To me, I mean, as always, this is where I mean this piece really, really shines. No pun intended. I mean, right from the start, of part 6, you get those shimmering synths and washes of sound. I mean, keyboards, from Richard Wright, ambient guitar pads, from David Gilmour, a saxophone or two sneaking in, and the rhythm section, Nick Mason on drums, Roger Waters on bass, holding things together, in a low key way. As you listen, as I mean, you progress into part 8 and especially part 9, the instrumentation, moves into in a slower, more elegiac, sort of territory. I don't know if that makes sense. Richard Wright, keyboards, become the lead voice. David Gilmour's guitar solos, whisper rather than screams. And the saxophone carries a haunting, melodic line. The production, guys, I have to say, definitely builds space. Uses silence and restraint, which to me makes the climatic, moments, feel earned. Yeah, I mean, one detail I really, really loved, near the end, there's a very gentle keyboard quote of an earlier Sid Barrett era melody, which to me adds a layer of emotional weight. Guys, um, once again, or I may ask, what is this song all about? On the surface, to me, Shine on You, Crazy Diamond, we all know this is a tribute to former bandmate Sid Barrett. His brilliance, his decline and his absence. I mean, part 6 to 9 continue the story, of farewell and reflection. The music carries the weight of memory, both celebration of the great days and the mourning, for what was lost. The mood is definitely part of regret, part of acceptance, which, I mean, when you listen to the lyrics and feel the music, you definitely get the sense of, watching someone you once knew as a shining star, fade, into the background and feeling the gap left behind. The song, isn't just about, Sid Barrett. It's about genius. It's about fragility. It's about the cost of change. I mean, in the context, of the album, this part, close things out. Offering a kind of resolution. They definitely give space, to remember. To say goodbye, and to move on. In that sense, for me, it's one of the more emotionally honest moments, in Pink Floyd's, catalog. Guys, if I had to sum, everything up, part 6 to 9, of Shine on You, Crazy Diamond, definitely a masterclass in atmosphere, masterclass in restraint and emotional depth. And the vocals, don't dominate. That's for damn sure. They definitely serve. The instrumentation is richly layered, evolving from ambient tribute to reflective eulogy. And the meaning, guys, definitely layered, it's definitely personal and universal, all at once. Guys, let me know what you think about this song, down in the comment section. I mean, from a music reacting or reviewer point of view. I feel like this piece, is rich in territory. Definitely challenges the listener. Asks for attention and rewards it with depth. So yeah, if you're looking for something that is more than just a song. I feel like, something that feels like a musical journey. This is it. I definitely say give it a full listen, preferably in one sitting. Let it wash over you and watch how, the textures, shift and emotions unfold. Guys, I loved it. I definitely loved it. This is definitely the closer, for this album. Uh, you know, Wish You Were Here. And guys, I don't know what to say. I don't even know where, to begin. Wish You Were Here. I have to say this isn't just an album. It's a mirror. It definitely shows us what it means, to lose someone, to lose yourself, and to wake up, in a world that doesn't, always make sense. I don't know if that makes sense. Yeah, musically, this is flawless. The production, the storytelling, the emotion, everything just connects. And lyrically, it's some of the most honest art rock ever created. This is definitely a 10 out of 10 classic for me. No skips, no filler, just pure soul. Yes, but that's just me. That's just what I think about this album. I really, really want to hear from you. What's your favorite track, on this album, Wish You Were Here? Do you think, this album, is Pink Floyd's, best? Or, does the Dark Side of the Moon, still take the crown for you? Drop your thoughts below. I love hearing your takes. Guys, let me know your thoughts down there. If you felt this breakdown, hit that like button, subscribe, for more, deep dive album reactions, and join our music family. We've got more, Pink Floyd, more Led Zeppelin, more Queen reactions coming soon. So turn on that notification bell so you don't miss it. As always, stay real, stay curious, and shine on, you crazy diamonds. Peace.